Fire away.
Washington State will receive $671 million in total transportation funds from the Federal American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. As a member of the House Transportation Committee, would you please talk about the opportunities this funding will create for the state's transportation infrastructure?
Actually, that's a great question. In fact, I'm glad you asked it because here I have a sheet of paper that I'm actually looking at right now in order to try and figure that out. The good news is the money coming to the state of Washington is going to be put to use immediately. In fact, the Obama administration has made it clear that we need to put this money to work within 120 days of getting it. And as luck would have it, Washington State is better positioned to do that than virtually any other state in the country. We have literally hundreds of projects that are, to use the Obama administration's criteria, that are shovel-ready. It means they're permitted, they are designed, they are ready to go, they are simply waiting for funding. And at last look, $340 million are coming to the state for projects statewide. Not only will that actually build necessary projects, things like the repaving of sections of I-90 east of Snoqualmie Pass. I don't know if many of you have traveled that lately, but it's like driving on a washboard. So we're going to repave that section of I-90. There's money in there for some 520 improvements on the 520 bridge, as well as numerous projects across the state. In fact, there's actually, as I remember when I looked at the map, there are actually a greater number of projects occurring in eastern Washington than there are in western Washington. So we're going to get a lot of projects done that we couldn't otherwise fund. The other benefit is the moment you begin those construction jobs, it puts people to work. And these are jobs that pay well. They're also jobs you can't outsource. So they are jobs that are going to put people to work right here in Washington. We estimate, I would guess, somewhere around I think 10 to 12,000 jobs will be created as a result of the stimulus package. Another thing to mention, the state's getting $340 million, but when I looked here, local projects were getting almost $150 million. You might recall there's been a bit of controversy in terms of how those local projects are allocated. In fact, Seattle is kind of upset that money doesn't appear to be coming for the Mercer Street project and the South Lake Union process. The important thing to realize there is that's not a state decision, that's a local decision. So the state has $340 million for our projects. There's $150 million for local projects, which those would qualify for, but they'll be decided by another body, essentially Puget Sound Regional Council. So the stimulus package, or better known as the Recovery Act, is going to provide statewide significance from border to border, and it's going to provide some local projects as well. Gets projects going, gets people back to work. Hopefully they'll be spending money, and within a year or two, we'll have some projects done that we didn't otherwise have. So I think it's a win-win for everybody. We're looking forward to it.